All right, ladies and gentlemen, Melina wants to talk about her immediate family and her wife. All right, now Marco's wife. So Melina wants to talk about this only because they are so amazing. Like if you met people, a lot of people know my family, my immediate family. Nobody really knows my wife because she lives overseas and no one really meets her or anything. But my immediate family, people know my immediate family and they know they're like so nice. Like my family is so nice. Like and they're so talented and skilled at everything. You know, they're the kind of family that you either love or hate. And they're the kind of family, not for me, but for people in general, because they're so talented and they're so good at what they do that people just get very, upset by it, but other people love them because they're so nice. You know, my family is so great. I'm really grateful to have been a part of the family that I'm in. Now, my mother was a great woman. Everybody that knows my mother knows she was a great woman, and my dad was a great man. My family was very, very great. They were really great people, and they were just so nice. Like, my dad could easily have been a snob to everyone, he could easily have been rude. I mean, even in his 80s, he was a heartthrob. He could have picked anybody to date. He didn't have to pick anybody he didn't want. He could have picked like a fantasy type girl in her 30s. I mean, honestly, she would have gone out with him. Um, he just dated someone that was 60, which is 24 years younger, which is pretty amazing. But after my mom passed, but my family's really, really good, and what I take from that and what I believe in that is just that you have to be really good too. It's kind of nice to have that set in your standards kind of thing. And like the thing is, okay, so Michael Jackson, we all know Michael Jackson was amazing, super talented, and we all know Michael Jackson was probably a great person. I mean, it's debatable according to what's on about him in the news, but I'm sure he was a great person, a great father, etc., etc. But like my dad was like amazing, and my mom was too. Like my mom was so good. And I've got siblings that are like so amazing. I love my family. They're so awesome. I was very close to my family. Well, I still am. I'm close to my family. And so, my family is just the type of family that will help you no matter what. They'll be there for you no matter what. And they'll do whatever they can to help. And they do this with other people too. They're not just like that with me. And my family is kind of like the type of family. They're like so talented and so smart and look so adorable and like they look very good, of course, because they're my family. But they're just so amazing. I mean, to grow up with a family like that, and they're just so humble about it too. Like they don't seem like superstars, but they are. They're just so humble about it. They're just so like, it's kind of like, well, you can't get a better quality person out of people. Like they're just so good that you couldn't get possibly get somebody better quality, and so they just know this, so they're nice. Now, guys, when I go out in my day, I'm very, very busy. I've got lots to do. Even on my phone, I've got lots to do. And I know my fans love me and they want to talk to me and everything, but sometimes it's hard to tell who's there to talk to you. So sometimes I might blow someone off, whatever. But I don't do it because I'm being mean. It's just that when you go through your day, there are people that don't like me, right? Because I'm very good looking, very talented, and have a YouTube channel. And then there's a lot of people that love me and think I'm great. So sometimes you have to really, catch me at the right time to say hi. I am more than happy to take a picture with any fan. I'm more than happy to greet any fan, to be nice to any fan. My fans know I care because of the way that I interact on my YouTube channel. They know I care. They know I support them. They know I love everything they do. And so if you catch me on a day where I'm either really, really busy or I'm just kind of running around rampant and don't know what to say, that happens, right? Like don't take it the wrong way. Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm very supportive to my fan base. I want people to know that if I'm in a mood where I'm not talkative, that it's not about you, it's about me at that time, right? So don't take it the wrong way. Please do not take it the wrong way. if you're a fan of mine, of course I value you. That's what life's all about. I'm not a snob. I'm not mean. I'm not rude. And if you see me in my day, I say hi to everyone. Like, and maybe when I'm busy, I don't, but I'm pretty much very nice to everyone. Like, I'm always, and the funny thing is, if you see me with customer service, I'm always like so nice to the people that serve me. I'm always so nice to them. I mean, it's very rare, but some people are very rude to me in customer service, but I still don't be mean to them. But like, there's one person in customer service. They work in customer service, and they just, I have to ask them for something like just to, to make a purchase or whatever, and they throw it at me, and I'm like, oh my God, like, what is wrong with you? Like, I would never complain. I'm not the type to complain. And they're very nice. So I'm very supportive. I don't know what's going on with that person, but I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be mean to them. But I mean, like, if somebody else that was famous got that kind of treatment, they probably get them fired. Like, I'm just like, they throw it at me. They throw my stuff at me, and it's like, they literally throw it at me, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I don't know who you are. Um, and customer service is important. You have to be nice to your customers, or else you'll get fired. Like, when it's not common sense. But like, to me, I understand people that are in customer service. Maybe they don't want to be there. They might feel they're getting paid too low to be there, or they'd rather do something else. Yes, I get that. I totally get that. But it's like, at the end of the day, if you're serving someone and you're in customer service, and you know, maybe you're busy and you got lots to do. Maybe you don't want to be there because you think you deserve more money. Maybe you have an education and you're not getting anywhere. Maybe you think you're a star and you really feel you shouldn't be doing that kind of work. Maybe it's beneath you, you feel. I don't know what you think, but you have to serve your customers well. And if you don't like your customer, you still have to serve them well. You can't just be like, here, they literally throw it at me, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I've never seen that before. Like, I mean, I've done customer service a lot of times too, so I know how you have to be nice to everyone, and you can't be rude to anyone. And you can't. And the thing is, okay, I understand maybe once in a while, maybe you're having a bad day that day, and you're just like, okay, you're rude that one day. Maybe that one day you're like, okay, I've had enough of everything. I need to be rude just this one time. No, it happens every time I see this person. And I'm like, oh my God, like, you just threw it at me. Like, oh my God, like, I know I look very, very, and this person's overweight and they're chubbier. And of course, they probably get made fun of. And I don't make fun of them though. I'm not the one that's doing it, right? So they still shouldn't treat me that way. But and then they treat everybody else sweet as pie, and they're like nice to everybody else. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, you can't just throw things, even if it's like your worst enemy. If you're in customer service, you have to be nice. That's just what the job entails. Customer service is being customer service oriented. Anyway, I won't complain. I'm not the type. I'm sure if he does it to anybody else, they're gonna immediately complain and he'll be fired. Cause I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe you just did that. I'm just so shocked. And I don't like bringing negativity to my channel. I really, really don't. I mean, for me, I'd rather be positive, be friendly, and I don't like to share negative things because negative things are draining and people don't like them. But it's kind of funny. I'm like, you just threw that chocolate bar at me, and you just threw it at me, and you didn't smile, you didn't say anything nice, you just threw it at me and then dismissed me. I'm like, okay, like, honestly, I mean, and I don't know if they know I have a YouTube channel. I don't know what they think at all, but I just think, that's just so, like, I'm just shocked that that never happens to me. Usually customer service, maybe the person seems uncomfortable or whatever, but that's the worst. I usually don't get anybody being rude and just like totally throwing things at me. Anyway, thank you. Bye, darlings.